Hey everyone, Star Knight here. For today's video, we're gonna be drawing two boys against the world. I want to tackle something sensitive in this concept, and I feel like this piece has a big meaning for me. So I'm just sketching two angels protecting something. And if you want to know this something, please watch until the end because this is gonna be so wholesome. So for now, we're just sketching the design of our characters, and I want this angel to have a long hair since I want him to be like somebody who looks like in a higher rank. And I'm also gonna give him these huge wings that will help him protect this other angel and the thing that they're trying to protect. They're both trying to escape from the other angels around them. And I made sure that the poses of the character will also help show the feelings of the characters. They're frightened, but at the same time, they want to protect this thing. There are many other angels going after them, and I want to give the feeling that they don't know what to do, and they only have each other in the situation. Putting the shadows didn't give me a hard time since I'm trying to group the shadows from my reference, and I'm making sure that these shadows will help me form the shape that I want for the face. I also did this with the other parts of the character. I was so fascinated with the clothes design because I referenced it from this Thai actor. He's really cute wearing this, and I just wanted to draw it. Shading the upper part of the clothes, I just followed the sketches, and since this chop is not really straight, it's more like crumpled, so I did that as well with the shadows to help it emphasize, and I just blended it with the base color. I've been trying to practice my clothing folds and the techniques that I'm using because I still need to learn a lot from clothing. It has a big effect with the character design. After adding the soft shadings, we are now adding the darker ones, and this will help give more sharp edges with the folds, and it will help look more detailed. One thing I love with styles that doesn't have line art is I have the freedom to put the shadows wherever I want. I don't need to mind any lines. But when I first started drawing, I really love doing line arts, and it's something that I'm very used to. Like, there's nothing wrong with line arts, but doing shadings and just glazing is something that I just enjoyed and I just discovered recently. So we're just adding the shadows of the hair, we're just following the flow. And what's important with the hair is, like what I always say, the form. Make sure that you know where the hair is styled and flowing. So when you put the shading and the lining, it won't give you a hard time. I also added wings for our cute little angel here. I wanted to give him big wings, but I feel like it's gonna clash with the other angels, so I just decided to make it a little smaller. And I want him to look like a pretty boy angel. I just copy pasted the wing and I just adjusted it with liquify pen, and now we're just starting to put the base color for the other angel. Now this majestic long-haired angel will be a little bit more muscular compared to this other pretty boy angel. I want him to look fine and protective. In general, somebody who looks like he will carry you at the ends of the earth. Since he's gonna be more muscular, his face shape will need to be more defined. His jaw will be more sharper and the chin will have more volume. I don't really know how to explain it, but there's definitely a lot of sharp edges with his character design. Not only his shapes but also his eyes needs to look more slender. I'm really going for this serious protective look. For the clothes of this character, I decided to have him a huge gown-like style. I just felt like the flow of the cloth will help with the piece. Since it's swaying to that direction, it's implicating that he's flying like towards the other angel, and the shadows will help emphasize the flow of action of the clothes. I also added a shield for the character to help bring more defensive element in his character. I also focused on the shadow of the clothing since it's gonna contribute a lot with the flow of action of the character. Since I want the piece to look a little intense, like they're protecting this thing that they're trying to protect, and they're defending it as much as they can. I also added this cute necklace to give more sharp element to the character. And we're now just rendering the shield, adding more details and form for the object. I'm not really sure with the design of the shield. It looks like a cover for a pen. I just went with the flow. I'm not really sure with what I did here. For the hair, I kind of referenced it from, you know, those TV commercials where they promote hair brands and they have these models with long and luscious hair. That's what I thought while doing the hair. I also made sure that the flow is consistently with the clothing. Since they're flying up in the air, there will be a lot of action. For the concept of our piece for today, it's actually about two people against the world, just like in the title. This piece means a lot for me because these two angels represent the homosexual couple in our world. They're protecting the love that they have for each other. Like, we are all the same human beings. Why is it so hard for other people to just respect and stop discrimination? Being kind is always free. You don't need to pay for anything just to be kind. It's always those religious people who are more judgmental compared to people that doesn't really go to church. Young guys who are homosexual and bisexual or other males, homophobia, stigma, and prejudice can be especially difficult. When compared to other students in their schools, these unfavorable opinions raise their risk of encountering violence. Violence can take the form of actions like bullying, teasing, harassment, physical assault, and actions that are tied to suicide. We all have our own beliefs and we don't need to force it to someone else. I believe that love is between two people, and as long as you're not stepping on anyone and it doesn't affect you negatively, then there's nothing wrong with that. These angels on the sides represent those people who are entitled that they know what's right and what's wrong, when clearly they're the one who's starting the judgment, those negative things that could affect you. I say you stand your ground, do not let anyone step on you, and as long as you know that you're not doing anything wrong, just fight for what is right. You're not alone in this fight. There's a lot of us, and sometimes you just really need to keep moving forward. There's a lot of people out there who will never accept for who you really are, but one thing that you shouldn't do is giving up on yourself, because you need to have a strong heart to take all of those judgment from other people. But just enjoy life in general. You only live once, so why not make the best out of it? So I just copy pasted the armor of the other angel to this angel in the right side. And basically this will just show that everyone who is going after them are angels. I will also put some behind them, like somewhere in the foreground. And it's gonna be a cool and intense piece. Now we're starting to render the background. I want them to be in a high mountain setting, and there will be a lot of clouds around them to give effects that they're somewhere above the sky fighting everyone, and they're trying everything they could just to protect the love that they have for each other with the help of those big wings that will make them look covered and give the vibes that they are really trying to protect it. For the clouds, I just played with the light colors and I just blended it. Clouds don't really have a specific shape, so it's just all about having fun. To show the illusion that there are a lot of angels going after them from afar, I just drew this like bird wings and then I added like a stick in the middle to look like their bodies. And then now we're starting to play with the hue and saturation of the colors. I want the whole piece to look yellow and orange and a lot of whites. So while I was picking the color, I have this in mind. Just to keep the whole piece in one associated color and it's not confusing with the eyes. For the color of our fine angel here, I made sure that he has a lot of bright yellow colors. I really love the color of his hair. It really pops up, especially his wings. I made sure the color of the hair and the wings are going together. And overall, I really enjoyed putting the colors. I also redesigned the shield. And now we're starting to put colors in the background. For the clouds in the foreground, I decided to have a darker color, and as the clouds go far, it's gonna get lighter and lighter to give the illusion that there's a whole heaven behind them. Since I got lazy with the clouds, I decided to just grab a picture of clouds from Google and just paste it. It's one of the things that I love with digital art. It makes my life more easier. Overall, I enjoyed drawing this piece. It means a lot to me, especially in our world right now. With a lot of stuff going on right now, I think people should stop making a big deal out of small issues. And we should focus on making the world a better place, where everyone is accepted, they can be who they want to be, and they have the freedom to choose their happiness. Small actions can lead to bigger results. So by starting with yourself, you will be able to influence other people and lead our society into a more kind and accepting environment that will open many doors and heal every heart in our world. A great you can start anytime, and I believe that we can lead this generation into a more brighter future. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Here's our little speed paint. I just want to say I enjoyed drawing this piece so much, and I hope I was able to convey the feelings that I want to give, and I want this piece to have a meaning for everyone. Love is between two people, and you should always follow your heart. For more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. You can comment down your reaction to our piece for today, and I hope this becomes an inspiration for you to pick up your pen and start drawing. Once again, thank you for watching.